Lebohan Adams from the Mamelodi initiative, and we are back again with yet another insightful and exciting episode from our YLC digital program for 2021. Now, as you know, last month, in the month of April, we covered the concept of leadership, introduction to leadership, and we also looked at Freedom Month as we are celebrating Freedom Month in April. And for this month of May, we'll be looking at goal setting, unemployment amongst the youth, as well as entrepreneurship in the community. Now, as we are going to be looking at these different topics, we thought we took the liberty of having a special guest who is an entrepreneur in the community of Mamelodi. And before we get to the crux of our topics, we are going to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that you're the first person to know when we upload more content. I will let my special guest introduce himself. Who are you? What do you do? And what is your occupation?
Kagiso, I'm the owner of Street VIP Printing in Mamelodi. The printed t-shirt in Mamelodi.
Oh, all right. And then business alena le thomile background information mo business e ka ba eng?
Ke thomile the business ka 2009 ke rekisa di-sticker to mo taxing ke tsamaya from west to east ke tsamaya ke rekisa di-sticker.
And then lena ka mantswe a lena le ka define yang entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneur mo ka sia ke barking ke floponyana cause mo ka si o kra batho le re on discourage ba wira maro ena wa tshono ba flop o wa tshono ba na problem le bona. Wena tshwanetse o lebelele ntho ya gago o etse ntho ya gago mo ntho ya ke wena o itse mo nyaka mo pelong tshwanetse o etse ntho ya gago.
Okay, from what I gathered from mantswe ya gago ke gore a key definition ya entrepreneurship ke gore tshwanetse o bane le di-resources. A dire wena go printer dikipa tshwanetse o bane le, for example, motšhini wa dira di-logo, di-embroidery, o ka bana le as well as a vision. A ke re wena batho ba o discourage mara wena o na le a vision for organization ya Street VIP. So I think definition ya entrepreneurship ka ba gore motho wa leng entrepreneur ke motho le re mona le vision wa itse gore o nyaka eng for business ya hae or idea ya hae, and then o tlhakantsha the resources ka ba metšhini ka ba a vehicle koloi go ya kwa le kwa e ka ba tšhelete as well, and then it can also be human resources. Maybe o hirerile batho na le batho ba o berekelang le information
or nana o ke thoma di business le ke sena motšhini ke sena selo ne ke rekisa mo strateng ke irang dineng ke tsamaya mo strateng ke kopane ale moruti o mongwe mo strateng ke mo rekisele sticker a o ire di-t-shirt nyana ka re ka dira ke sena motšhini ke bolela ke sena selo ke no thoma ke ra ke ira di-t-shirt ke a dira di-t-shirt ke tsaya tender wa gore ke tsaya tender a ke na resources a ke na selo mara ke a itse o printa t-shirt.
So na le skills a teng.
Ke sa tsaya tender ba tla monna ka it was a Saturday ba tla monna ba re ba tla ba tshwere deposit ba re re nyaka t-shirt tse 100 o ga ke setse ke ba charge ka go t-shirt ke bokae ba re a shi deposit re kopa t-shirt a ke na motšhini a ke itse go khata go kae go pressa go kae mara ke na idea gore nka pressa wa bona a ene ya ka mo ntlong ka tsa a ene ka mo ntlong ka ile khata go mo toropong ka khata ba khatela for t-shirt ke na t-shirt 100
and then deadline ya how nearly no na matsatsi a makaya gore o ile ntho
ne ba dina in 5 days ne ba campaign
and ne azanka wa ira ntho eo
azanka ka ira ba no ke tsama o timo ka se ke khopelo nthuise na bribe ya ka mbara ke madara ke khopelo nthuise ke tsho project ke so mara ke tsho di aine o reka di aine tsa ke reka di aine tsa Philips go Shoprite agara aine o chupa west nabets IT steam and printing ne sa ne ke steam ne ne ka aine in office.
Okay, ke tlhalo
ke di lo tsa teng every price re tsere ka re o ma 3 days re sa robate re le busy ya ke ka tsa tšhelete la ba patetse ka yone ka re ka motšhini ba na khate mo nyana.
Okay,
yo khata ka ra a ine ha ina taba ene ke tla nna ke tsebe re sa ka mo ntlong.
So eventually se lo create machine
na o motšhini sa ka o reka e ba fetsa o patela balance ka la ta motšhini.
Okay, ya khatlisa. And then ka mantswe ya gago ke eng impact di-entrepreneurs tsa mo kasi di na le mo township ya ko Mamelodi le di kasi tse dingwe?
impact.
Yeah. But thusa di-entrepreneurs tsa mo kasi di thusa ka eng? Why tshwanetse go bana le di-entrepreneur mo kasi? Ba tla role e feng?
Tshwanetse o bona teng because no wa bona mmereko ga o teng. No ke kgone go tseya gore tšhomi ya ka ke a mmona ke re re tratara mo botlhe ke nna le ena mo kgoneng re ira ke jo how about o tle o nthuse re ile ntho e so. Like I have a friend o mo bara ke le reng ke bereka le ena ka signage le reng na re la taxi wa bona mo taxi no sana sa bereke pele no re busy ka di signage ra a sa re la taxi no o excel ka no ka branding le signage.
So in a sense, one of the effects, positive effects are entrepreneurship mo kasi ke hore you are able to collaborate le batho ba bang and over employ per se.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from another aspect ke rileng from ka mkhone go botsa ke hore ho tsia le remi ka mkho le remi prior to that nasna skill sa o ila logo le ho embroider for business ya. So it's also one of the impacts of entrepreneurship mo kasi ke hore you provide a skill to somebody that they might not have had before. So it's an opportunity to upskill someone else. So not everybody is able to afford or attend an institution of learning where they're able to learn a skill which they would learn when they're running a business, from the day-to-day running of a business. So
I learned like this thing I got from school. When you know strategy because they get stock at sticker or never at sticker. One kilo sticker and like it club of regisa. Get application takes it to
okay.
Take it Yabu Vista. Come on. Ke sana mele taxi because o namela taxi wa tsona feta di customer mo tseleng. Ke sa ba ka maoto ke ya ke bo.
Mara ke khatle ke gore le nako tseo go sa le thata go sa le difficult ne o sa ngalo give up no sa na le idea la ka motlhogong and then eventually o ntsukra more and more resources for business ya gore o expand.
Yeah, because na merego no le ska se blind una no bona na o botsa nnete gela sa sampalla le ke se ona go buke go ngwala o ile le ke se good to answer but ne ke na no ra nka se re ka re a ke khonu bala ke khonu ira ke give up mo pelong ke ka re a ke khonu ira se ke try something skill nyana ke tla bona go pele
any two seats. So from he go thoma street VIP o thomile ka di sticker and then we ira ka aine o ya di sticker mo skipping ka aine to where the business is ka jeno e expandile bjang.
Ne ke ntse ke tla le believe mo nna o tswa ke ntse ke rekisa stickera o tswa daman ha tla mo nna bo tsoro nya ka t-shirt kana no go khimo bo se t-shirt nga di push ka thomela brand ba ke le pipitlane ke sone ntse re bona go hometown Mamelodi bo eng ka nna ke ntse ke rekisa tsone ke di marketing ke ira batho ba reka o tswa ba no wa thomo tla le di brand mo kasi o Bugs Bay bo Bay ya mang ba tla ba re ba go thoma brand ke ba ka ba thusa ne ba rekisa keeper from Mr Price ka go tsora jo keeper sa Mr Price quality ya teng a se yo on tsara nna ke na le ko nkalisa la reka keeper le sa go se etsa customer na ba tsara le ke ka re wena o brand o khono ya stock every day o nya go ya stock every day re go one tsoro keeper le re di wa kae gore le wena o khono hola o tsara.
Speaking of the t-shirts, ever since Otoma, Selwa ira di keeper tse kae di t-shirts tse kae in total?
More than 10,000. The t-shirt food foundation to buy.
Alright, and then gona byanong kgwebo ya gago business ya gago we bona e le go kae maybe in 3, 4, 5 years time?
Nna ke bona e hola it's kind of what do ke na le 3 employees maybe in 4 to 5 years coming maybe ke na le maybe 10 because now we re tla mo signage branding a sa go t-shirt e fela
okay
no re go branding ya ikoloi di signage bano mo la ke nida matso a mantši le no ba busy ba bereka.
So since we are covering entrepreneurship in the context of township entrepreneurs. What are some of the challenges that you experienced that someone who does not reside Mokasi or is not based Mokasi would not experience otherwise? Like the challenges they were not experiencing, kidding because of Omokasi. Tell them what you have experienced currently. Based Mokasi.
No ke Mokasi a wetsi ho ya Mokasi a wa to support motho le mo khaufi o tswa e ba mpona ke le motho a ka tsa t-shirt from a ntsa mpona ke printer ka maseko a itsa ise go tropong a re go tropong ba printer betere.
Okay.
O na lo mo sala go ha mo a printer t-shirt go tropong ka a ba printer something se ba shotisitseng mo bookkeeping na ba printer tsone o le go tlisa mo on tsone cause na e wetsa fela ha fitla mo no ya discount batho mo ka se problem a bona ke discount o di
Okay.
na ma customers ba bantshi o ka lebella ba tlhaba le khole.
Some of the list of the customers they sell over or the clients, maybe for example the organization or the grade they sell over the t-shirts for one.
Ke berekile le IG ka ke ya mo SMS e holo e ya motlase.
Okay.
Ke berekile le bashakara la mina ke tse ba ke ba rehabilitation center.
Okay.
Ke berekile mo Kabza the small o Master KG le ke monanda ke berekile le yena. Deben go le ke le dipatsa ha le ba ke Mamelodi initiative.
Mo businessing ya gago o ka re fa example or one of the ya goal e we set up. It can be a weekly goal, it can be a monthly goal, or can have a goal for today. Maybe for example you go embroider keep at 10 today. So can for example like the type of goals still we already set down for business area street VIP.
Na goal e ntse ke bona mo for business aka ko re ntse re tshwanetse re lo fetsa mmero ba di customer lo make di customer happy wa fa.
Yeah.
Customer tshwanetse be lo re happy and customer tshwanetse o phele o itse so are you happy with our product e ro feeling yona? Okay.
Alright. And then come on to how king the biggest thing Lord when o achieve o fitlhe mo goleng today ka street VIP.
It's go plan na bona na re plan. Na re plan na or re go etsa mo ene lo tshwara di customer pele. Communication with the customer is important. I'm sorry. And a low mistake for customer.
Yeah.
So to apologize again. Apology, so to know the customer apologize. As soon as you as a customer to communicate apologize. No problem. It's not for Maraka apologize. Our customer happy.
We've heard from KG that one of the biggest things that led him to his success with his t-shirt printing business is planning as well as setting goals. Now, before we get to the crux of the matter, it's always important to define a concept and then work our way around it. So, goal setting, we define it as it's a powerful process of setting specific tasks that one would like to achieve in a certain time frame. More so, we always aim to set SMART goals, the acronym SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Specific in a sense that it has to be very clear and not vague. Measurable in a sense that it has to be a quantifiable goal. You have to, at the end of achieving that goal, be able to provide a physical proof that you actually achieved that goal. And if it's attainable, it has to be in a sense that you are able to achieve it. It's something that's possible. And then if it's realistic, it has to be something that's it's possible given the circumstances, given the time, given your skills, given your talents. And then lastly, time bound, which is also very important. It needs to be in a certain time frame. Now, what is the importance of setting goals? Okay, number one, it gives you self-confidence because you are able to see the tangible results of you achieving your goals. So it gives you self-confidence in your competence. And then number two, it provides long-term vision and short-term motivation. And last but not least, it also helps you to organize your time and your resources. Okay. And then examples of the type of goals that one can set is educational centric, which is a goal that you would like to achieve in terms of acquiring new knowledge or upskilling yourself. And then number 2 can be an artistic goal. It can be something you would like to learn regarding the arts. Perhaps you want to learn how to play a new instrument. Perhaps you want to learn how to strengthen your writing skills, because that's an artistic attribute. And last but not least, you might have a physical goal. Perhaps you want to run a 10-kilometer marathon in 6 months' time. So those are some of the types of goals that we set. What is an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur ke motho o a own business, like a tikemetse we run a one. Yeah.
A person who set a business or businesses.
An entrepreneur is someone who sets up business or businesses, taking risks, taking financial risks, hoping for profit.
I'm not someone who don't a business here high, and on the other side, also into that financial risk, sort of. I'm sure. And happy he or her own boss, no more.
Okay. According to my opinion, I think an entrepreneur is someone who starts his own business, and then that person has to have like good qualities, like he should be like a risk taker, a good leader. Yeah.
Okay. What is unemployment?
Unemployment is when you don't like auna mereko, like au bereke, unse style, au create income. Yeah.
Employment ngana bolela Sotho mos.
Ya kana o bolela ka Sotho.
Ke motho a sena mmereko a sa berekeng, like a kgone satisfy the needs le di wants tsa hae, because ana tjhelete.
The unemployment is I think like it's obvious. I think it's somebody who's not like who doesn't have a job and then like can't support people. Yeah. Like but then the family, he get people. Employment is when a person or people suffer financially and do not have jobs to depend on.
Unemployment, not to have an occupation or a miracle.
How does unemployment affect you?
It affects us because we don't satisfy our needs. Re phela re le broke, so re tlo end up re utswa tswa batho ba bangwe. Yeah. Re end up in jail or something because re nyaka to satisfy.
Me, okay, I can't get what I need or want, and then I fail maybe because unemployment, like you get money, right, when you're employed. So when you're unemployed, like you don't get money and then you fail to pay like things. Yeah.
For example, I don't know family, you'll be unable to feed your family, or to give them a shelter, something like that.
You can't buy your needs and wants when you don't have money.
Unemployment affects many people in many ways, in which people may end up doing wrong things. Like for example, girls can be prostitute and boys can do many things.
What is your definition of an entrepreneur?
Actually, according to my understanding and perspective, entrepreneurship is a person that set up a small business in order to generate a profit. Who might know one day it might promote from there and become a big something, and become a big company. That's how we see all these ShopRite engine. That's where they start. So that's my own definition of entrepreneurship.
And then, how do we tackle unemployment?
I'm looking at the employment situation mostly around the community. I think we are getting it wrong from the lower side of the situation, which is from the secondary school aspect of it. I think the government need to introduce skill to this secondary school. Probably from grade 6 upward, they need to be introduced to the skill, learning and all those different things. We can talk about mechanics, saloons, basic things. Those skills, they will be of a use, and probably by the time they finish their grade 12, I'm sure they will start, while they are waiting for admission into university, they can start something. When they're in the university, then they will also be able to start supporting themselves, not waiting for the parent. So that's it. Thank you very much.
So we've just heard from KG with regards to the logistics of his business, background of his business, and where he would like to see his business in 4 or 5 years' time. We've also covered entrepreneurship in the community and the impact that it has on the township of Mamelodi and communities alike. So now we challenge you, the viewers. As you know, we have a monthly challenge. So our challenge for this month is that we're giving you the opportunity to win merchandise, a cap or a t-shirt, courtesy of Street VIP. So we're challenging you to give a business plan or an idea that you think can solve a challenge in the community. The second challenge can be if you have a business and you're an entrepreneur based in the community, give us background information on your community, on your business, and also give us contextual background on the impact that your business has on the community. When you're done recording your video, you'll be able to send it to our WhatsApp group. The link to the video will be down below in the description of our video, and we're looking forward to hearing your input.